The city of Genoa City is tense, humming with the kind of electricity that only comes before a storm. And right now, all eyes are on two of the most dangerous minds in town, Phyllis Summers and Matt Clark. Could they be on the verge of an alliance, a partnership fueled by revenge, ambition, and raw, unrelenting fury against the Newman family? Phyllis Summers has always had a tumultuous, fiery relationship with Victor Newman. From the very beginning, their connection has been a mix of passion, rivalry, and betrayal. But recently, that tension has reached a fever pitch. Phyllis took bold action, seizing Kane Ashby's AI program and offering it to Victor, but only if he would hand over control of Jabot. On the surface, it seemed like a masterstroke, a move that would finally give her the upper hand. Victor, of course, is Victor. He went rogue, using the AI software for his own purposes, and in the process, he blindsided Phyllis, leaving her temporarily defeated. But in a twist that no one saw coming, the AI turned on Victor, stripping him of Newman Enterprises. Suddenly, the power had shifted. Kane, who had been in partnership with Phyllis, was quickly cut out, leaving her as the sole owner. For the first time in years, Phyllis was standing at the top, basking in victory. But Genoa City teaches one lesson above all: no win is permanent. Because while Phyllis celebrated her triumph, Victor had quietly slipped out of town, his calm, confident aura suggesting that this was far from over. He's a man who never stays down, and it's only a matter of time before Newman Enterprises is back in his hands. And when that happens, Phyllis will be left boiling with rage, her thirst for revenge ignited and unstoppable. Enter Matt Clark. Freed from custody after the evidence against him was compromised, Matt is back on the loose, and he's hungry for vengeance, hungry for chaos, and hungry for the destruction of the Newman family. His anger isn't just personal, it's strategic. Victor, Nick, Sharon, they've all wronged him in some way, and now the opportunity for revenge has returned, and the timing could not be more perfect. Phyllis, riding her high but bracing for Victor's inevitable return, and Matt, unleashed and ready, are on a collision course. When these two cross paths, the potential is catastrophic. Both brilliant, both ruthless, and both willing to do whatever it takes to take down their enemies. The sparks that fly aren't just figurative, they're a warning to everyone in their path. Phyllis's grievances go beyond business. Her ex, Nick, has influenced their daughter Summer against her, deepening her anger and sense of betrayal. Sharon's quick allegiance to the Newman cause makes her an easy target in Phyllis's eyes. Matt, sensing her fire, realizes that together they could become an unstoppable force. One mind refined and strategic, the other relentless and calculating. Their alliance would be lethal. The first steps are subtle, almost imperceptible. Late-night meetings in shadowed corners, whispered conversations, secretive smiles, a single glance exchanged across a crowded room, carrying the weight of 1,000 plans. Matt, with his cold, methodical intellect, proposes moves that strike at both the business and the personal. Phyllis, with her uncanny ability to manipulate and deceive, adds layers of psychological warfare. Together, they become a force capable of shaking the foundations of Newman Enterprises and the family itself. Picture the scenes: Victor arriving at a boardroom meeting, unaware of the subtle sabotage underway. Summer's trust in her mother tested and twisted through a web of lies. Sharon, the ever-loyal ally, finding herself isolated as doubts creep into her mind. Every moment is a chess move, every word a weapon. The tension is electric. But Genoa City's predator never truly rests. Victor returns, measured, confident, and more dangerous than ever. Phyllis and Matt know the stakes are high. Victor is formidable, perhaps the ultimate obstacle, but together they feel invincible. They orchestrate their plans with surgical precision: corporate espionage, manipulation of personal relationships, and the slow, deliberate unraveling of trust within the Newman family. Summer, caught between parental loyalties and manipulation, feels the strain as the war plays out in her life. Nick, blindsided by Phyllis's schemes, struggles to maintain control over both his family and his empire. Sharon, loyal but increasingly vulnerable, faces subtle attacks designed to shake her confidence. And Victor, watching, calculating, waiting for the precise moment to strike, as only Victor Newman can. The city holds its breath. Phyllis and Matt are moving like shadows through the halls of power, their alliance a perfect storm of cunning and rage. They are not just plotting, they are orchestrating chaos, twisting loyalties, eroding trust, and sowing seeds of doubt. The Newmans feel the tremors but cannot yet see the earthquake building beneath them. And yet, no victory is permanent in Genoa City. For every plan they hatch, every domino they tip, there is the shadow of Victor Newman looming, a man who has survived every betrayal and every challenger, emerging stronger each time. Phyllis and Matt know this. That knowledge sharpens their focus, hardens their resolve, and heightens the stakes. The tension escalates, crescendoing like the beat of a drum before a storm. Boardrooms become battlefields. Private conversations become strategic rehearsals. Every glance between conspirators and their targets carries the weight of impending disaster. It's not just business, it's war. A war of intellect, emotion, and manipulation. And then comes the moment we've all been waiting for. The first collision. The first strike in what promises to be an all-out battle for control, revenge, and domination. Phyllis Summers and Matt Clark, united by fury and ambition, set their sights on the Newman family, and nothing, no one will be safe from their calculated wrath. Because in Genoa City, alliances are fragile, power is fleeting, and revenge is the most intoxicating currency of all. When two of the city's most cunning minds unite, even the most formidable opponents can be toppled. And right now, Phyllis and Matt are proving exactly why they are two of the most dangerous forces the city has ever faced. The stage is set, the pieces are in motion, the city is holding its breath, and the storm that Phyllis and Matt have unleashed is only beginning to rise. Every secret, every betrayal, every ounce of ambition is about to explode, and Genoa City will never be the same. In a world where loyalty is fleeting, trust is fragile, and vengeance drives the most brilliant minds, only one thing is certain: Phyllis Summers and Matt Clark will stop at nothing. And when the dust settles, the Newmans may find themselves looking at a reality they never could have imagined, one where the architects of chaos have all the power, and no one is safe from the storm they've created. The city is darkening as night falls over Genoa City, the streets glowing under the soft glare of streetlights. Inside Newman Enterprises, the quiet hum of computers and the ticking of clocks is deceptive. It masks the brewing storm. Phyllis sits alone in her office, the city skyline behind her face illuminated by the soft glow of the desk lamp. Victory feels sweet, but her eyes are sharp, calculating. She knows that every moment of triumph is borrowed in this city and that Victor Newman is already plotting his next move. Meanwhile, across town, Matt Clark moves like a shadow. Every step is deliberate. Every glance over his shoulder, every phone call, every whispered plan, it all hints at a single purpose: vengeance. His freedom is a weapon, and the Newman family is squarely in his sights. And then it happens. Their paths converge. In a chance encounter at a city fundraiser, or perhaps fate itself, their eyes meet. Recognition flashes. They are kindred spirits in the art of revenge, predators circling the same prey. A silent understanding passes between them, and just like that, an alliance is born. The camera would pan over them, Phyllis, poised and dangerous, Matt, intense and calculating. Two minds perfectly matched, ready to orchestrate chaos. Their smiles are subtle, almost imperceptible, but the tension is palpable. It's not just a partnership, it's a storm gathering strength, a force that could topple the mightiest empire in Genoa City. Cut to Newman Enterprises. Victor returns from his mysterious absence, his presence commanding the room. Calm, collected, a smile playing at the corner of his lips. He knows that Phyllis is at the helm, but he's already calculating, already 3 steps ahead. The chess game begins anew, and the city is the board. Phyllis and Matt move in tandem, subtly undermining the Newmans. Boardrooms shift, Alliances fracture and the family feels the tension mounting, though they don't yet see the full picture. Summer's loyalty wavers, torn between her mother and the Newman legacy. Nick scrambles, blindsided at every turn. Sharon, steadfast but increasingly isolated, senses the subtle manipulations but cannot yet pinpoint the enemy. Every move is a masterstroke. Financial sabotage here, whispered deception there, calculated emotional strikes at the heart of the family. And just when it seems they have the upper hand, the camera cuts to Victor, unshaken, a storm himself, hinting that the battle is far from over. The music swells and the tension becomes almost unbearable. Quick cuts show Phyllis and Matt planning in shadowed rooms, Victor watching from afar, Summer's face torn with confusion, Nick pacing in frustration, Sharon whispering to allies in desperation. Every glance, every word, every decision carries the weight of looming catastrophe. And then the teaser moment, a close-up of Phyllis whispering to Matt, "It's only a matter of time." The screen cuts to black. The words appear, "Genoa City's storm is just beginning and no one will be safe." The audience is left on the edge of their seats. Questions linger. How far will Phyllis and Matt go? Can Victor outmaneuver them? Will the Newmen survive this perfect storm of manipulation and revenge? In Genoa City, power is fleeting, loyalty is fragile, and vengeance is a game only the most cunning can play. And right now, Phyllis Summers and Matt Clark are proving that when the smartest and most ruthless minds unite, chaos is inevitable and no Newman is untouchable. The screen fades, leaving the city in shadow, the storm brewing and the suspense almost unbearable. Because in this city, the next move will change everything.